When my husband leaves the house, he becomes the kindest man in the world. At the gate, he greets the neighbor with a big smile. "Good morning, Mama. How are you today?" At the taxi rank, he laughs with people like he's a comedian. "Ah, my brother. Take care. God bless you." Even the security guard gets a handshake and respect. But when he walks into our house, everything changes. He drops his bag on the couch and shouts, "Where is my food?" No greeting, no smile. No, "How are you?" My daughter once asked me, "Mom, why is Daddy nice to everyone but not to us?" That question broke my heart. One day, I decided to watch him carefully. When visitors come, he suddenly becomes the perfect husband. "Sit down, my love," he says loudly so everyone can hear. "Are you tired from work?" But when the visitors leave, the love disappears again. That day, I told him something he will never forget. I looked at him and said calmly, "You treat strangers like family, and your family like strangers." For the first time, my husband had nothing to say. Sometimes the people who see our smiles outside don't know the silence we live with inside our homes. After I told my husband, he just looked at me and walked away. No apology, no explanation. The next morning, something strange happened. My daughter was getting ready for school when she asked him softly, "Daddy, can you walk me to the gate?" He didn't even look up from his phone. "Ask your mother." I saw my daughter's face change. She didn't cry, but the disappointment was clear. That moment did something inside me. Later that day, my husband's friend came to visit. And suddenly, the perfect husband appeared again. "My wife is very hard-working," he told his friend proudly. "She takes care of everything in this house." I looked at him and smiled, but this time my smile was different. When his friend left, I calmly said, "If I'm such a good wife in front of people, why am I invisible when the door closes?" He stayed quiet again, but this time my daughter was standing behind me, and she said something that shocked both of us. "Daddy, Mommy is my hero. She doesn't need you to tell people she is good. I already know." For the first time, my husband looked ashamed. Sometimes the truth doesn't come from adults. Sometimes it comes from the little hearts who see everything. After my daughter said that, the house became very quiet. My husband looked at both of us, but he didn't say anything. That night he slept early. No talking, no asking about our day. But the next morning something unusual happened. When I was preparing breakfast, he walked into the kitchen slowly. "Good morning," he said. I almost dropped the cup in my hand, because in many months I had never heard those words from him. My daughter also looked surprised. He sat down quietly and watched us for a moment. Then he said something I didn't expect. "I didn't know I was hurting you." I looked at him and said calmly, "You didn't see it, but we were feeling it every day." He stayed silent again. Then he turned to our daughter and said, "Today I will walk you to the gate." My daughter smiled so big, I almost cried. But before leaving, he looked back at me and said, "Sometimes a man thinks providing money is enough, but he forgets that his family also needs his heart." As they walked out the gate together, I realized something. Sometimes people don't change because we fight with them. So, myth, they change when they finally see the pain they caused. But I asked, was this real change or just guilt? After that day, my husband started changing. Little by little, he greeted us in the morning. He asked my daughter about school. Sometimes he even helped carry groceries, but something inside me was still unsure. One evening, he came home early. He brought snacks for our daughter and gave them to her with a smile. Then he looked at me and said softly, "I know I can't change everything in one day, but I want to try." I asked him one question that had been in my heart. Why were you always kind to everyone else, but cold to us? He sighed deeply and sat down. Then he said something that shocked me. When I'm outside, people respect me. They laugh at my jokes. They see me as a good man. But at home, I felt like a failure because I couldn't give you the life I wanted. I was speechless. All this time I thought he didn't care. But the truth was, he was hiding his shame behind anger and silence. My daughter walked to him and hugged him. "Daddy, we don't need a rich life. We just need you." That night something changed for the first time in a long time. We sat together. We talked. We laughed. And I realized sometimes the biggest problems in a family are not hate. They are the feelings people are too afraid to talk about.